This Rabbit by Sue Clancy. This rabbit likes pretty pearls. This rabbit likes doing curls. This rabbit likes to write. This rabbit likes a kite. This rabbit likes to cook. This rabbit likes a book. This rabbit likes having tea. This rabbit likes a recipe. This rabbit likes to seed. This rabbit likes to read. This rabbit likes a treat. This rabbit likes a seat. This rabbit likes to knit. This rabbit likes staying fit. This rabbit likes doing hair. This rabbit likes the outdoor air. This rabbit likes the hula hoop. This rabbit likes her theatre troupe. This rabbit likes to sew. This rabbit likes to grow. This rabbit likes a warm bath. This rabbit likes books on math. This rabbit likes crosswords. This rabbit likes feeding birds. This rabbit likes a tune. This rabbit likes the afternoon. This rabbit likes to eat. This rabbit likes her feet. This rabbit likes making art. This rabbit likes the piccolo part. These rabbits like many things to do. How about you? By Sue Clancy. This rabbit likes pretty pearls. This rabbit likes doing
very much blackened with tarnishing. We're fortunate that there were some little silver elements visible. And at last, here was...
This 3-kilometer stretch of golden sand is lauded as a pearl of the Trapani coastline, set in the northwest corner of
Pearl Harbor. There is worse than Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor, they were attacking military. Worse than Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor, they were attacking military.
Way about a year later. But after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, he declares the next day that both German Americans, about a year later. But after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, he declares the next day that both German
and then I was going to have the Volkswagen shipped to Pearl Harbor. And so before I left, I had my bags in
This rabbit likes doing curls.
this time doing curl, and then specifying not.
Imagine doing a curl, and then all of a sudden something comes and stops you from doing it.
Now, although we're doing a side fringe, I actually think it's good to curl out of a side.
It needs a wash, and the curl is doing something.
And I keep doing this because meditation is like a bicep curl for the brain. The more you are aware of your thoughts,
Girls. This rabbit likes to write. This rabbit likes a kite. This rabbit likes to cook. This rabbit likes a book. This rabbit likes having tea.
always
Are we having tea with or without milk?
with milk.
London, she's sitting in an English saddle and she's having tea.
Other face to face. I mean, you could literally have a time with your wife every night where you're having tea together.
And having tea with them and them talking about their situation and looking at what they served on their table for food and how that would be different when we would go into a different.
This rabbit likes a recipe.
Surgery. Instead, you can make a recipe for how to have a team.
Orange juice or even almond milk in this recipe would work just as well. To that,
really good, really useful recipes, and this muffin recipe is amazing.
Right. So the recipe I'm going to be testing out today comes from Food Wishes.
Maybe you're trying to make a cooking recipe book or something like that.
This rabbit likes to seed.
mouthful and then it goes to seed and it doesn't look so good.
Passes on to other generations that can use that to seed new investments.
And start to seed a community. And
if you give a woman in the developing world equal access to seed, training around
This rabbit likes to read. This rabbit likes a treat.
So today you are in for a treat. I have one of my dearest.
You may have observed that you give your dog a treat and it magically seems.
If you're a fan of Western movies, you are soon in for a treat. A project to film 12.
There are award-winning exhibits to explore and hands-on activities to try. A treat for all the family.
This rabbit likes a seat. This rabbit likes to knit. This rabbit likes
In English, you could learn to knit. In English, you could play board games.
Your research about like just people back in the olden days took a long time to knit a coat or.
We need to knit our economies together.
It's just too hard to knit the.
This rabbit likes staying fit.
Coast. It's great that we're all staying fit and enjoying our beautiful city.
Shameless. All right. In addition to staying fit and slender and soothing your throat for
4 remarkable people who believe in staying fit after 50.
This rabbit likes doing hair.
I don't know, will they actually deal with doing hair and makeup themselves or right?
So when you start doing hair, it's okay to get experience in maybe it's a service like you're doing hair and you're spending a couple hours.
Tell you, from somebody who's been doing hair for 20 years, I have disappointed people. This rabbit likes the outdoor air.
Each year, more than 7 million people die from indoor and outdoor air pollution related to the burning
at the cost of some outdoor air pollution. But in
chemical concentrations of up to 100 times higher than outdoor air, and 50%.
And that means that indoor air is not exchanged constantly with outdoor air.
This rabbit likes the hula hoop.
Hang on to a hula hoop and they pulled me up 30 feet.
And every time the hula hoop would smush against her body, it would connect to...
Could have even grown 15 meters. In the 20th century, mania for both the Beatles and the hula hoop raced around the world in
This rabbit likes her theatre troupe.
And that is very much what Station 11 is. This is about a theater troupe that is going around
theatre troupe in Greater Manchester.
Evolution rather than the successive one. Shakespeare
musicals, Kunlun Myth and Nasruddin Effendi, performed by the Musical China Theatre Troupe at the Pasadena City.
This rabbit likes to sew.
I had to think about how I sew and how I
knew they could preach their stories and sew them into quills.
So that she could sew a blessing dress. So that you can dissect, so that you can sew.
This rabbit likes to grow.
We should never lose focus of that objective to grow.
So what was...
But to have the opportunity to grow in your person like that.
And to this we are called to make space, adjust, grow.
It will not simply endure, but it will continue to grow stronger with time.
This rabbit likes a warm bath.
How about you go and run yourself? A nice warm bath.
It doesn't realize that the warm bath is becoming a death trap until it's...
So that might be a time for a warm bath or, you know.
There's nothing like a warm bath to take off the chill.
Normal about the temperature of a warm bath, and again it also had water.
This rabbit likes books on math.
Knowledge. Scholars here collected books on math, language, astronomy.
on the website, but they're some of the best books on math teaching ever written.
On the book. So for the math, biology, chemistry.
That goal is going to affect the books that you choose and how much time you spend on math during the week.
This rabbit likes crosswords.
Doing crosswords, all of this different kind of thing. And yet,
dressed alike from head to toe, both solving crosswords. How about
them so much, that's how I thought of the crossword. I can't do crosswords at all. So
there are crosswords that will take you through
roads of the world, really crossroads, because for instance,
This rabbit likes feeding birds.
Lead pellets from traditional shot are picked up by feeding birds and ingested. Lead is toxic.
Time since the election putting up bird feeders and feeding birds.
A favorite of a lot of the ground feeding birds, so I take a good few handfuls of this and then I just scatter it here.
Doing their mosquito thing, feeding birds, pollen.
And help them survive in an urban environment. In harsher climates, feeding birds in the winter or
This rabbit likes a tune.
Is playing a tune, like a little dingy bell tune, and it's the most
enrollment bill at a tune of $67 million.
Is fully funding BEP, so it's a tune of 400.
Of a tune he'd first recorded in 19.
This rabbit likes the afternoon. This rabbit likes to eat. This rabbit likes her feet. This rabbit likes making art. This rabbit likes the piccolo part. These rabbits
passion. We may be lying to ourselves. We may be making art out of our relationship, but
do we really want to say other animals are incapable of making art? And there are definitely art.
And I saw that she had actually spent 16 hours that week on making art versus the 12 hours the week.
And we're doing it right, making art the right way. So
instead, making art.
This rabbit likes the piccolo part. These rabbits like many things to do. How about you? The end. Thank you for reading with Story. This Rabbit by Sue Clancy. This rabbit likes pretty pearls. This rabbit likes doing curls. This rabbit likes to write. This rabbit likes a kite. This rabbit likes to cook. This rabbit likes a book. This rabbit likes having tea. This rabbit likes a recipe. This rabbit likes to seed. This rabbit likes to read. This rabbit likes a treat. This rabbit likes a seat. This rabbit likes to knit. This rabbit likes staying fit. This rabbit likes doing hair. This rabbit likes the outdoor air. This rabbit likes the hula hoop. This rabbit likes her theatre troupe. This rabbit likes to sew. This rabbit likes to grow. This rabbit likes a warm bath. This rabbit likes books on math. This rabbit likes crosswords. This rabbit likes feeding birds. This rabbit likes a tune. This rabbit likes the afternoon. This rabbit likes to eat. This rabbit likes her feet. This rabbit likes making art. This rabbit likes the piccolo part. These rabbits like many things to do. How about you? The end.